And instantly we just teleported ourselves there. Angel Mort had a decidedly different feel to it compared to yesterday. Dessert Festa, today, admittance by reservation only. Nonetheless, the front of the store was being swarmed by over a dozen young men. Judging by how they were looking upwards in jealousy instead of entering the store, they weren't invitees. Why would they gather here if they knew they couldn't get in? I found the answer when I passed through the crowd and began to climb the steps to enter the restaurant. Are you a participant? Do you have a ticket? Yeah. Well, I was lucky. As soon as I said that, I was immediately mobbed. It was like being in the middle of a football scrum on a crowded train. What is going on? The reason was this. It wasn't just one ticket per person. One ticket could let up to 4 people inside. No, it's like that, huh? Seems like I should have invited Renner and the others. Thanks for the tip. But I'll pretend I didn't hear that. With an uplifting smile, I turned and ignored them. When I did, their arms all reached out at once, like the souls of the damned seeking Sukua. That ticket can admit up to 4 people. Please, bring us with you. What selfish people. This was the only reason they were crowded in front of the restaurant. Dozens of wretched arms, Dozens of wretched arms reached out for me like the teeth of a giant rake and grasped at the air. I was already climbing the stairs to the entrance. But what a heartless stick. Grab him! This isn't something to joke about. I flew over the rest of the stairs and threw myself inside the restaurant. It was like I entered a different world. The miserable thong of the damned hurled curses at me from the other side of the glass door. I'm really just calling those people the damned. Really? But inside of this completely soundproofed and air-conditioned restaurant, with the angelic smile of a waitress to welcome me, they were nothing more than a refreshing piece of scenery. I knew that I shouldn't laugh, but I began to let out a sinister cackle even. Good afternoon. Welcome to Angel Mort. Due to today's dessert festa, the restaurant is reserved for customers who won the draw. Could I ask for your name and ticket? I don't have a ticket, but I should be on the guest list. Maibara? There it is. I'm sorry, but may I have your full name? Keiichi Maibara. My apologies for the inconvenience. You're here by special invitation, right? I'll show you to your seat. Please, this way. The mood inside the room was incredibly heated. The booths were packed to the brim. Men in their prime were stuffing their faces with dainty desserts that didn't suit them. It was rather unnerving spectacle. Soon after I was shown to my seat, Shion arrived. Good afternoon. Welcome to Angel Mort. Hey Shion, thank you so much for today. I really appreciate it. You were a bit late, so I was getting a bit worried. I'm really happy you came though. It may have been because other customers were around that her tone was less casual, but she still capped off that She capped off that welcome with her usual brilliant smile. As you can see, there are lots of customers here today. I'm not sure I'll be able to take a break. Please take your time and relax until I'm finished. When I'm done, let's go play somewhere else, okay? Whispering just that last part into my ear, Shion winked and returned to the kitchen. Maybe it was because the mood in the restaurant was so heated, but Shion seemed a bit bolder. Even a small change in her mannerisms was enough to set my heart aflutter. Sorry to keep you waiting. While I was overwhelmed by the atmosphere inside the restaurants, orders from the new summer menu was carried out one after another. Every single one was extravagantly huge. Extravagantly huge. I get it. No wonder you can eat all these amazing things for free. No wonder a ticket was worth its weight in gold. On top of that, all of it was plenty delicious. From dishes with a general appeal to insane ones aimed at a specific audience, there were absolutely no gaps in their repertoire. No matter how you look at it, I don't think one person can eat this much. Well, let's just leave it at that for now. I didn't feel like relaxing in here at all. Probably because the feather inside the restaurant was clearly abnormal. On the other booths, seats were crammed with groups of 4. Sleazy men were gorging like pigs on cutely decorated desserts, and it wouldn't have been a surprise if they started licking the plates. It was more than a little unsettling. It piqued my interest, so I started listening in on their conversations and what things I heard. Like the Angel bought so mowing. Me? I bought my ticket for 7,000 on redacted auctions. I toad's work that I was attending a relative's funeral. The uniforms here are so good. I wonder if the waitress would wipe it for me if I spilled some water on my pants, right? Meow. Wow, I'm so not comfortable with... Oh god, why is he meowing? I heard they're planning on selling Angel Mort figures. They had to pay heed at the next Wonder Festival. They sell used Angel Mort uniforms on the 4th floor of Redacted in Akiba. They cost 280,000. 'Tis an absurd price. Annual cost 80,000. When Rora closed down, the going rate of theirs was 12,000. That's the price for used ones. Knockoffs were less than half of that. A knockoff from Redacted is fine with me. I wonder if they'll start selling them. And I'll put it on my life-size figure I did buy off Redacted for several 100,000 star. Oh god, what are we listening into? If I can wake up every day to an angel from Angel, that'll really get my gears going. The words spilling out of their mouths are pretty much all incomprehensible jargon. But they still keenly conveyed that hidden behind them was an invisible aura of abnormality. Sorry to keep you waiting. The next dessert is Tropical Cinnamon Love Affair? Is something the matter? Ah, no. It's just kinda different inside the restaurant today. Our restaurant is pretty famous in their circles. Well, we were aiming for this, so it's all well and good. But during Festas, there's something of the more hardcore crowd, so it can be a bit more of a handful. The waitress informed me quietly with a wry smile. The customers seemed rather riled up, almost like a pack of hyenas. Seems a lot of customers today came from unreasonably far away. Those types of people are fairly prone to losing their self-control, so it is a little scary. If you don't keep your guard up, something bad can happen. What did she mean by keep your guard up? At that moment, a large crash resounded through the room. I turned around, startled, to see that a waitress had fallen down and spilled the order she was carrying right onto a customer. Wait, isn't that Shion? I'm sorry, so sorry. Your food is, oh, what have you done? The jeans that I bought at a certain specialty shop for a whole 1,800 yen are all sticky with frosting. What the hell is that? For somebody who just met with disaster, he seems awfully happy. How tragic. It seems that little Miss Waitress here will have to wipe you up from the bottom of her heart. The conversation suddenly veered off in an odd direction. Hey, what did he say? He did say wipey there. Wipey, did he say he wants Shion to wipe him down? I know with that obviously aberrant tent he had pitched in over his crotch. But that is wipey, oh good god. Wipey. I'm just gonna say it once. The wipey chant quickly spread throughout the room. Totally cornered, Shion went pale. She looked over to a more experienced waitress for help, but she only met with her head shaken out of pity. Tanozaki-san was tricked. Customers who do that to purposely get their clothes dirty have been on the rise lately. So you're saying she was tricked? Then what happened just now wasn't an accident, it was on purpose? The regular girls are careful about it, so they definitely won't end up like that, but Tanozaki-san is only a seasonal hire, so she had her guard down. The customers today could easily pick up on that, so she's been targeted since this morning. What's the manager doing? He should have just kicked those thugs out. We're in the service industry, so there's not much we can do about it. He laughed as she said that in a resigned tone. Shion trembled uncontrollably with a dishcloth in her hands as she turned bright red. The man who had been doused in frosting splayed out on the bench, putting the cream-covered tent over his crotch on full display. Still mentally unprepared, her trembling hand inched forward, goaded on by onlookers. Come. It is the time for the wipey. Oh god. From my male point of view, it might have been a ridiculous spectacle I could just smile rightly at, but from a woman's point of view, it was obviously pure humiliation.